Ruto was pronounced the president by Kibaki and also affirmed by a court of law, because he had built expectations among Kenyans to a level that if anybody else had become president for that period, today the people would be in the streets. So it is good that his own hopes and projections and promises are consuming him, because he gave us hope, but we realize that he did not have a plan on how to achieve whatever he was telling us was achievable, including the bottom-up issue. Now, in leadership, you are told you need to build teams. And once you build those teams, allow those teams to work within their own timelines, achieve the milestones. Then you, as a leader, you take credit for the efforts of all the people so that you multiply your capacity, your efforts through the capacity of others. President Ruto has not been able to build teams. And part of the success of the Kibaki team, whether it is Kibaki 1 or 2, is he allowed people to work. He never micromanaged any ministry. He would allow you to work with your officers, and you go brief him on the need basis. I remember for the 5 years I was his minister, I only got 3 calls from State House. One, it was about food situation. Another one was about a colleague who has defected to ODM during that particular transition. And I think another one was also about a looming famine situation. But the president never talked to me on micro issues or issues of my parastatus. And something that Kenyans should know, even when, because the president has the leeway to appoint chairmen of various boards, even when he knew that is the situation, you give him 2 names. And from the 2 names, he will pick one of them. So therefore, he allowed you to choose the team that you want to work with, having chosen us as the team. So I feel President Ruto, even if he was to change cabinet, he must change his style of working to allow other people to work. Yes, some members of the cabinet could have done something else away from the cabinet, but some of the cabinet members are good people. The second issue is that the president also needs to delegate. I remember a number of things the president would ask head of public service to consult with a certain minister. If a delegation goes to him that we want to appoint so-and-so in this position, and a clearing example is that they wanted to appoint somebody to the National Cereals and Produce Board. They called me and they said there is a delegation from a certain part of the country. And the delegation would have wished that so-and-so gets a position in this particular institution. Then I asked Mudaura, what about the person who is already there, because I'm the one who appointed him? They said, no, it is okay, it's going to be elevated as a permanent secretary. That is the kind of consultation. And any time as a minister, if you have an issue, you either see the president or you see head of public service. And Ambassador Mudaura was so thorough. As you go there as minister, he'll write down whatever you've said. And if there are 3 requests, after a few weeks, he will call you that the request number 1 cannot be done because of 1, 2, 3. The request number 2 is going to be done in this particular way. And Kibaki allowed the systems to work. But so you cannot block the system and you expect to deliver.
And he's a very ambitious president, and it's not bad to be ambitious, and he's well-meaning.